Hey swingers, so a trucker
Hold on. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Tire Swing Games Play Speed Racer, the video game for the PlayStation 2. I'm your host, Logan, and I will not be playing the game. That other guy over there, that's Seth, and his past self played the game, but his current self has a meme to talk about.
Yes. So I was watching an meme on TikTok, and this guy slides up to the bar next to an attractive woman. And
Has the mustache.
has a mustache, and he's like, "Oh hey, how's it going? What do you do for work?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm an adult actress."
Porn star, I believe she even said.
Yeah. And she's like, "What do you do?"
And
he's
the
like,
gentleman takes a swig of his coffee, and his mustache is now gone.
and he says, "I'm a trucker." And some other guy says, "Oh, so you both get paid to take a huge load."
I thought they said paid by the load, but either way, the joke is funny.
It is hilarious.
Anyway, swingers,
Last time we
hold on. This is another redubbing because a year ago we fucked up, and so we've got to fix our mistakes.
and we're slow.
And we're slow. Not right now. We're going like 180, 190.
Well, no, we're going well over 300 now.
Oh wow, that's quick acceleration.
That's
0 to
literally-
300 in like 2 seconds.
That will literally break your fucking neck.
No. Top Fuel Dragster. Top Fuel Dragster. Anyway, swingers. Last time we started talking about Seth's top movies that he happened to see in 2019 when they came out.
But
We left you on a cliffhanger. But so first, we're going to do a quick recap of the movies that Seth saw in 2019 in order of goodest or worstest to goodest. So at the bottom of in slot number 5 of the 5 fucking movies Seth saw in 2019 was The Joker, because that movie was fucking buns. In slot number 4, we had Captain Marvel, because that movie was mediocre. In slot number 3, we had Endgame, because that movie was mediocre. Just had cooler scenes. And in slot number 2, we had Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Because that movie was good. I will die on that.
That
note.
movie was bad, but it was rad, so it works out.
That makes it good.
And in our number 1 slot, drum roll please. Dimitri editing the drum roll. We have the movie we all know what it's gonna be. If you don't know, you haven't watched enough Tire Swing Gaming.
It's Ford v Ferrari,
Dawn of Justice.
Because not only does it portray a very important historical and political battle on
America versus the Italians.
a war as old as time.
Fuck those fascist pricks.
Which ones?
I'm just
The
saying.
Americans or the Italians?
I'm just saying. Enzo Ferrari built cars for Mussolini, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm gonna pretend he did because it fits my narrative right now.
Anyway, but like, it definitely had the best sound design out of all the movies I saw in 2019.
Well, it did get the Oscar for that.
Yeah, like, the sound design was great.
Goated.
The shot composition was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Some of those shots, the tension was right there all the time. Even though I knew the outcome of the movie, I was still on the edge of my fucking seat.
Dude, that movie's so good. We should do a watch party of that. If we ever do watch party, swingers, we're gonna do a watch party of that and Speed Racer because they're both goated ass race movies.
Yeah, like, you don't even have to like racing movies.
To like either one of those.
They're just that good on their own merit.
Man, the Wachowski sisters were on something else. And whoever wrote Ford v Ferrari knew what they were fucking doing.
They had a great story to work with to begin with, though. They just had to dramatize it a little bit, which
We're just going from strength to strength here, Lee.
with a bitch as dramatic in the first place as Carol Shelby, you don't really have to do a whole lot.
Dude, they had a good fucking cast too.
Matt Damon as Carol Shelby,
The
Christian Bale as fucking Ken Miles.
The Punisher as Lee Iacocca.
He did a great job as Lee.
Deuce, who's in other movies. Deuce is actually one of the characters in The Big Short, which also had Christian Bale. So like he's done some other good stuff. There was another big name, right?
Yes, but I can't remember who.
No, I'm not sure there was because Leo Bebe, right? That's what's his name.
Yeah.
That wasn't a big. No, he was like he's done some other stuff, but like
He's not a relatively well-known name.
he's not. I wouldn't say he's an A-lister. I put him as a B-lister. But he still was good in the movie, of course.
Well, yeah, because you fucking hated him.
Yeah, he did a very good job of being hated.
I appreciate that about him.
Honestly, like some movies you need a character that needs to be hated, and he. First of all, people need to remember to disassociate an actor from their character, because apparently that's something people have a problem with. Some fucking how. I don't get it. But I think that actor was done. They did it well so that like people wouldn't hate him because of the character he played.
Right. It's very clearly he was playing up being an asshole.
It's not clear that though. What my point is, he did a good job of being an asshole in the movie so that you can hate him in the movie, but it was done in just the right way where like shitty people who would hate him in real life for that wouldn't end up doing that.
But like the actors all portrayed their characters very well.
Yes. I love Deuce.
I love that every character in the movie, for the most part, except for Lee Iacocca, the kid, and the wife, are all objectively just like trash.
Hey, Carol Shelby's not too bad in the movie.
He stole
Honestly,
stopwatches from Ferrari, and then
okay, that's fucking funny.
It is technically sabotaging a race team, though.
I have few qualms with petty theft against your opponents.
He also, made them think that their car was falling apart,
which is fucking funny.
Like, Carol Shelby was obviously not above cheating.
Well, again,
stretching the rules.
They literally do cheat with shims. Like, the shims is literal cheating. But
when was the shims?
It's not in the movie.
Oh.
They don't shim in the movie, but didn't they have to shim the car in real life to make it taller to actually qualify for the fucking race?
No, what they actually did was they made it. I think they let the air out of the tires to make it shorter because the car was too tall.
No,
it's 40. The limit is 40 inches tall. The car itself was 40 and a half.
See, I thought they had to shim it higher, so they put shims in the suspension to make it taller. That's what. Swingers, I think Seth lied to me at some point because I swear that's what he told me because I don't know why I would have thought
we might be talking about something else. I remember I want to say the 80s, Ford cheated with one of their rally cars, and it was a brilliant fucking cheat because they wanted to make sure the car was always on boost, which is hard to do in a turbocharged application. So what they did is they piped pressurized air to the back of the car into a tank. So the car would always have pressurized air to send to the engine in the form of boost. So the car would always be on boost. And it worked. They won races because their cars made more power more of the time.
Why is that cheating?
It was not within... It wasn't inherently against the rules at the time,
but it went against the
spirit of racing, so they changed the rules like the next fucking year.
Yeah.
So they
to be fair, I can totally understand why they would do that, especially in a vehicle where, especially in rally car racing where you expect crashes, you don't need an extra pressurized device that could pop
and just explode.
Yeah. That I can understand the argument of at the very least it being a safety concern. But going back to Ford v Ferrari, just an all around good movie.
It's the right length too.
Yes, it's not too long, it's not too short. It's super quotable, and I'm sad because They did Deuce a little too well and had him say a slur, so there's one line I can't fucking quote that I really fucking want to.
Deuce said I don't remember that.
You used a slur for Italians.
Oh. Okay.
It's one of the...
It's a light slur.
Seth is correct. In my book, not all slurs are created equal.
There is one very, very, very bad one that we don't use.
And then there are lesser slurs. There's the greater slurs, and then there are the lesser slurs.
We should do a slur tier list, but never actually say the words.
We've made that joke before. I brought that up to you before, Seth.
Put honky in S tier.
Yeah, literally everything else in Ohio tier, and the honky and like
honky is...
cracker in white in S tier.
Because any slur for white people is a useless, like,
it's a fucking joke. Who
it's
gives
a fucking
shit?
joke. Because like we're not oppressed.
Not in America, we're not. If I went to Africa and they called me a cracker, that's a different story.
But that's kind of funny.
Actually, it would just be funny. I'd laugh my ass off.
It's like, thanks, dude. You made
My man.
Day. My man.
Am I gonna get hate crime for once? Yo! That doesn't happen to me anywhere else.
I mean, I am now the most likely person in the family to get hate crimed. But that's not a large likelihood, I don't think.
Well, I just want to give you a wedgie either way. But I wanted you to do that before.
I mean, the only reason I wouldn't even, like... I'm kind of stoked. Because I want to punch out a Nazi.
Everybody clap your hands for punching Nazis in the nads. I don't know what that was, Swingers, but just clap, because let's punch some Nazis in the nads.
Remember, Swingers, if you break a Nazi's arm, they have 50% less arms to do Nazi shit with.
Look, is it really murder to kill Nazis?
They kind of gave up on their humanity a long time ago.
Legally, yes, and we here at Tire Swing Gaming do not advertise murder, advocate for murder, or condone murder. There are those, though, that I would not be too upset if they stopped living.
Mad Gates.
But swingers. Okay, Seth, on that one, swingers legitimately do not murder Mad Gates. Bad idea.
Even though he is totally a pedophile.
Yes, but bad idea to murder your
sitting Congress people.
Don't murder the X ones either. Don't murder the X ones or potential future ones. Political murders are never a good idea at the very least.
Now the bourgeoisie, on the other hand,
that's the bourgeoisie is the middle class,
upper middle class.
Yes, but the real concern is the upper class, the billionaires. And what I gotta say is those fat piggies are starting to look real tasty.
What I was gonna say is Elon Musk looks like his head's gonna fall off his shoulders any day now.
I have a joke to make about what's his name? The Zuck being a robot. I wrote it down because I thought I came up with a funny short to make about the fact that he's a robot. But I don't remember what it was.
How did everyone catch up to me all at the same time and throw me into fifth?
Fucking weird ass rubber band physics in this game, Swingers. Fucking
it's super generous.
Yes. But so I don't know if I told you. I'm gonna try and make a GIF in the next couple of days of like just a subscribe GIF that we can just
throw up at any time.
Honestly, just at the beginning of every video, or maybe at the end. And, like, I'll have Dimitri start editing it in, but we also have to probably talk to him about, like, when he's uploading the videos that don't already have it, just tossing it up as well.
Apparently, just telling people to subscribe gets people to subscribe, and that's wild to me, because I hate being told what to do.
My thought process is, it just puts it in people's head that it gives them something to think about, right? Like, they might be like, man, I like this guy's content. Clicks it 8 times. Like, good friend Chris, friend of the channel, literally did realize he wasn't subscribed to someone because they always showed up in his suggesteds. And he never actually, he doesn't watch videos directly from the subscription list. So he was constantly watching this YouTuber and didn't realize he wasn't subscribed to them until one day he's like, it's been a few days since I've seen his videos. What the hell? Has he not uploaded? And they just weren't showing up in his suggested for algorithm reasons. And he's like, oh, I'm not subscribed. I was just
dumb.
And so, of course, then he subscribes to them. But, like, just reminding people, like, if you like our content, subscribe. Apparently, it makes sense why it works.
So, that loss is actually on me. And with that... Bye, Swingers.
Wait, don't say bye yet. Bye, Swingers.